That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. That's absolutely blasphemous, man. Sounding like Stephen A. Smith right now, but that's crazy that you would do that. And that's crazy that you would no-show me. But it's okay because you know what? Thank you. I didn't want you there anyway, Janice Griffin.
Wait, what does you do?
I'm freelance photographer.
Groovy. What do you shoot?
Mainly people.
Like portraits?
Yeah. Yeah, I like portraits.
What's good? It's your boy Stu, Grumpy Vet Photography, here in El Paso, Texas. I just finished the photo walk. It all went well, man. I mean, I couldn't be more satisfied other than maybe the turnout. But I feel like for my first one, I couldn't come out here expecting the moon and the stars and having a whole crowd and flock of people walking behind me or walking with me. It was small, intricate. It's almost like going to a community college versus a big university. You get that one-on-one attention from the professor if you need it without having to wait your turn. By the time you wait your turn, the class is over. You know what I mean? So it turned out great, man. We walked. It was super simple. I'm horrible with names, but it was Sal and Saul. So I had no problem with their names, you dig? So I appreciate both of those two gentlemen coming out and honestly feeling like they had something to learn and to gain from my experience and how I work, what I see, how I see it. Stay tuned for all that. Because I'm putting all that footage together. I'm just now getting home. I'm about to fire up a cigar, pour me a drink, because tired, mentally tired, physically tired, mentally befuddled by one glaring situation. Now, let me give you some backstory, but before I give you the backstory, let me do this. I, Kenneth Wayne Stewart, solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me the Most High. Now, let's talk about it. Because I drove home toying with the idea of not talking about it, of not bringing light to it, of not bringing drama, adding drama to it. But I feel like if the roles were motherfucking reversed, they would do the same thing to me. And I feel like this person needs a little bit of shine since they try to dim light, man. So what happened? Let me take you all the way back, way back. Over a month ago, I got contacted by a black entity here in El Paso. They've been following my work, dropping a bunch of comments and da-da-da-da-da. And finally they said, hey, have you ever thought about hosting a photo walk? And I was like, well, I have, but I just haven't put it in motion yet. They were like, I think it would be a great idea if you did a photo walk. We will help you put this into motion, flyers, putting tickets up for sale on Eventbrite, because I have no idea how to do any of the Eventbrite shit. I had to figure it out myself. And I figured it out, which I'm fully capable of doing, but they offered to help, saying, you know, there's no other photographers in the area that we feel are doing something like this. I think it'd be great. You could catchy phrase, da, da, da. They tried to even get me to rename it from the Streetwalker to something else. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. That's my name. I understand that the Streetwalker name comes with negative connotation of prostitution and all that kind of shit. But that's the play on words that I'm creatively using for my moniker, my name, my brand, my whatever, right? And they folded with that and allowed me to keep it with stepping with the Streetwalker. And so all this mumbo jumbo is going down, you know. I figured it out on Eventbrite. And I finally asked, this is where I messed up. I finally asked, I said, hey, who am I speaking with? So when we finally get together and we chop it up, I know who I'm dealing with. And man, when they dropped their name, my heart sank. I was thrown aback, completely fucked up. Because this person know I don't fuck with them. So Janice Griffin, you got me again. And why do I say again? Because This person I unfollowed, I blocked, I did all those things after 2 years ago during my Juneteenth exhibition. They tried to screw me up with the same shit. This person, Janice Griffin, will talk a good game. Man, and can she talk? Oh my God, can she talk? So she talked a good game. And apparently she thinks she owns every black person in the city. If you've ever worked with her, if you've ever decided to model some of her fashion, if you decided to be a part of any of the associations, which is like, seem like 30 of them across the city, then she feels like anybody that works with you after that, she feels like she could put her tag on it to say, that's my person. You wouldn't be able to do this project if it wasn't for these people that are part of this association or part of that association that I'm all in. They're all under my umbrella. And so anytime you want to use them, you got to add. And I don't have to add or mention none of that shit. I can add or mention the person that I'm working with, but they're not, you don't own them, lady. And so that's what she tried to do for my Juneteenth exhibition. She put her branding and tag all over my flyer and then sent it out, blah, 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 blah. So I cut her, boop, done with you. Then she tried to, in a couple of situations, corner me in a public space, asking me why we don't, oh, I don't like her. Why can't you tell me why you don't like me? No, this ain't the place. But you've painted me a picture. I'm not going to allow you to autograph it until I did. Unknowingly, first of all. So all this mumbo jumbo for the street walk was going down. And the entity, I already said, asked me if I was willing to do it. I said, yeah, let's do it, man. That sounds like a dope ass idea. I'm all down for it. And then when she dropped her name, bro, like my gut just dropped. I almost wanted to cancel the whole thing, but at that time I had already sold a couple tickets. And so I didn't want to disappoint those people. That's the only reason I followed through with this, because trust me, I was ready to pull the cord on this shit. So 2 days, well, I ain't gonna say 2 days, all throughout the month of advertising, which I didn't do a great job at because I lost motivation once I realized the name tied to the project. And so I didn't really push it the way I would have if it was 100%. I felt like 100% all credit would have been given to me. I would have pushed, market the way I do everything else when it comes to me. So I didn't. And they would chime in every week or so asking, hey, how's the ticket sales going? And I say, yeah, not great. Right? Not great. Not going the way I would want it to go. And I think that threw them off. I think if I would have said, man, I done sold 15, 20 tickets, they would have been fully on board. But because I said the ticket sales wasn't great, they didn't want to attach themselves to that. They don't want to see nothing grow from infancy to greatness. They want to attach themselves to greatness and then take credit for the greatness as if they did everything. And I noticed how this person operates, and I was fully aware, but it was too late for me to pull out unless I would have refunded the folks their money, which I didn't want to go through all that hassle. So they kept asking me periodically how the ticket sales going. Oh, not as good as I want, but I'll be all right. I'm good. Well, do you need us to, I think you should do a bunch of little reels and post it to market it. And I said, well, yeah, that's great, but I got a lot of coals in the fire. I'm busy. And if I can get around to it, I will. Oh, well, how would you feel if I coordinated with my photographer and my film crew and we go out and walk the city of downtown and kind of walk the route that you're going to walk? And that way we can put out some stuff so you can market on social media. I said, yeah, that'd be great. Let me know what time. I'm available Friday, Saturday. I got a few things going on. Sunday I can't do because, oh yeah, I will get, never heard back. I'm standing by waiting to go and do this walk downtown so they could whoever could put together some reels to push out to market. Never heard from them. So today is Saturday. Friday, I reached out and said, hey, are we still good for 10 o'clock district coffee? If anything, I can meet you there at 9:30 to get set up. Nothing last night. Nothing this morning. I get there and my spidey senses and my gut was telling me, Stu, look out for your number one fucking player, and that's you. So I brought my own shit. I brought the DJI Pocket 3. I bought a couple microphones. And I recorded the whole shit myself. Luckily I did because they did not fucking show up. And excuse my language, YouTube, but this just irritates me that here it is. You're a black entity. You're calling yourself the Black El Paso Black Chamber. You're supposed to be putting on for the black entrepreneurs and businesses in the city of El Paso, where it ain't very many of us. So I get the idea, but you fucking it up for us, because we know how to mistreat, and we damn sure know how to mistreat us amongst us. And I'm pissed, right? But it showed me a glaring hole in our mental construct as black people. Because we quick to say, Stu, you don't fuck with us, man. Why you out here with the, why you don't fuck with your own people? Then when I do, this is what happened. Don't think that I don't know that you already tried to blackball me within the black community here in El Paso by telling all your folks, don't mess with him, don't do business with him. Why? Because I try to charge you? I'm a business. So you telling all your people don't mess with me because I'm trying to support my business? That's low and that's dirty and that's sorry as hell. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. That's absolutely blasphemous, man. Sounding like Stephen A. Smith right now, but that's crazy that you would do that. And that's crazy that you would no-show me. But it's okay, because you know what? Thank you. I didn't want you there anyway, Janice Griffin. Because why? I would have had to put on this fake ass fucking facade that I wanted you there and I enjoyed your presence, and I cannot stand to be around you, young lady. I can't. And this is why I gave it a shot anyway, fighting my gut. I gave it a shot, and this is what happened. But it's fucking okay. I don't need you. I don't like your energy. I don't like your vibration. I don't like to even see you walk into a room. I'm ready to leave because you're just a squirmy, slimy person. If you feel like you can't get anything out of it, you do this type of shit. If I would have told you I had 30 tickets sold, you would have been there with your little fake ass smile on your face and your bullshit little crew, ready to photograph and ready to walk. I guarantee you. So I'm glad 2 people showed up. But the 2 of the dopest people, one has been in one of my workshops before you, and he came again, and another guy came and said, man, I don't know why more photographers don't do stuff like this, because I'm willing to learn, but people don't do stuff like this. I can tell you why. We as photographers don't like to support one another, because it feels like if I support you, that means you're better than me and I'm learning something from you. And a lot of photographers are egotistical. We don't want to feel like we're learning from another photographer, even though we'll turn on YouTube and learn from another photographer. We don't want to learn from each other in each other's face and each other's presence, and that's shameful. Because we all got something to learn from one another. I may not like your style, but there may be that one thing that you do that I'm like, oh shit, I can put that in my toolkit. Bloop. Oh, the rest of that shit you can talk about, whatever. I don't fuck with that. But that nugget, give me that in my pocket. And I feel like that's money well spent. If I can pull one thing from another photographer or another creator, that's money well spent. All I'm doing is adding tools to my toolkit so I can go out here and build something. It's crazy, man. But we quick to sit here and say another photographer that looked like you, same race as you, same struggle as you, don't want to fuck with you. And this is why right here, man. So based on this, I will come right back into my little shell of an office and do this shit myself. Instead of dealing with this disappointment, I'll just do this shit my way, man. The hard way. The grumpy way. I didn't want to come on here and do this right here, right? I've tried to curtail some of the negative and this and bitchy shit that I put out here on, but this is what happened. I'm just giving you the real life situation and how they occurred for me, right? And I've tried to cut out some of the negative shit by just sticking to myself, like, bro, stop putting yourself in front of so many people. Stop putting your heart out there to get stepped on. Stop putting yourself out here taking advantage of, because trust me, I know I'm talented. And I know there are people looking to take advantage and exploit that talent. That's why I have stood on business. I have no problem with telling someone, no, I'm not doing shit for free. You are the same entity that wanted me to be a part of your Miss Black El Paso pageant. And then when I told you I ain't doing it for free, all of a sudden you don't want to call. They didn't even respond to that email or text when I said, I ain't doing it for free, but this is what I can do. No response, no reply, no feedback, no nothing. Why? If I would have said, yeah, I'll do it, you would have gave me time, location, where to stand, how long to be there, and everything else. But because I said I don't want to do it for free, you move on to the next sucker to go find them to see if they'll do it for free. And I feel like that's sorry as hell, man. You know I'm dope. I know I'm dope. People in the city know I'm dope. So for me to show up and do that for free is slapping everybody in the face that I have charged for the same shit, if not less. But you want me there for 5.5 hours for free so you can put your name on my work and promising me exposure. I don't need your exposure. I much rather that film not get developed than for you to expose it. Nope. Hell no. To the no. Janice Griffin, man, you got a lot of soul searching to do. You got to fix yourself. Your heart's in the right place, but your mind ain't. Everything that you do and the way you talk about it, it's great, man. Until you put your name on it. You should find somebody to take your ideas and do something great with them, because you got great ideas, sis, but you just not the person to execute them because you have burned so many bridges. You that person that walk around and you walk across bridges with a torch behind you, just burning that motherfucker down on your way across. And there's no way to get back to the other side. I've had people contact me asking me if I'm a part of any association that have your name on it before they do business with me. That's sad. You got to fix yourself, sis. You got to fix yourself. So for anybody seeing this, that if you got a positive interaction and you love that person's vibe, man, keep rocking with it. But there are so many people that I'm thinking to myself, man, y'all need to find a way to cut ties, because she ain't doing nothing but trying to take advantage of you the same way she's trying to take advantage of me. And just to no-show me and then gonna send me a fucking text message afterwards. So I'm not misreading it. Let me read it for you verbatim. She sent it at 11 o'clock while I'm in the middle of the photo walk. Like I'm just gonna stop and answer my phone. Let me read y'all this shit so you don't think I'm making this shit up. It says, "Good morning, Kenneth. How was your first tour? Exclamation point, question mark. Our apologies. We were not sure if you wanted us present for your first route. We would love to attend this upcoming Saturday." No. And look at the emoji I put. It was a Kermit the Frog face thing, like lies. Stop it. The camera don't even want it. Yeah, there we go, camera. Stop, man. Straight lies. And trust me, I don't want you there. Don't worry about the rest of the Saturdays. Trust me, don't worry about it. I got it. Don't do it. Don't even show up. Don't even show up. If you show up out this council, I will refund everybody their money back out of my pocket. Don't even worry about it, sis. I got it. I got it handled. I've been doing well by myself. I don't need you. I don't. But for the rest of y'all, man, hey, great things were learned. I can see the bulb go off in their heads. I will put together all that footage and have a whole nother video. I just wanted to talk about this real quick. So that way, when I do put that other video together from all the footage today, I don't talk about this and fuck the whole vibe of that up. I wanted to get this out the way. But be careful with who you tie yourself to, because some people are there to enjoy the ride versus help you drive. They there just to be passenger princess and put their name on it when you successfully arrive to the destination. Like they had everything to do with every accident you avoided, every almost running out of gas experience that you avoided, every flat tire that they didn't even get out the car to help you fix. They just there, man. And when you arrive beat up, scarred, battered, bruised, exhausted, they gonna show up with a smile on their face, taking credit for most of what you have done. Ain't gonna be the loudest cheerleaders like they did anything to fucking help you. So just be careful with those type of people, man. There are a lot of them. So if you're busy and you're cloudy, cut your grass, man. Cut your grass, because there are some snakes right at your feet. While you looking out here, trying to see everything and scope and move, they right at your feet. Right at your feet. And portraying like they really want to help you when all they're trying to do is bite you in the ass. Love y'all, man. Peace.